Welcome to episode 7 of YouTube Millionaire. If you haven't seen any of the previous episodes yet, I highly recommend you watch at least episode 1 before watching this episode so you understand what this series is all about. And yes, this is the real episode 7 now. The previous episode in which I earned millions of dollars while everything went viral was just an April Fool's joke, which was perfect as episode 7 was legitimately due on April Fool's Day. This month I opened up a Patreon account as recommended by the Random Melon last month during an AstralPhaser weekly chat. Patreon allows fans to donate a monthly amount to support your content, and based on how much they donate, you can give them little rewards such as having their name appear in your videos. Most people open up a Patreon for a single channel or project, not a bunch of them, so I limited my Patreon to focus on what I believe are my 3 main channels: OSFirstTimer, AstralPhaser, and YouTube Millionaire. Technically I do feel that How to Quickly is another one of my more important channels, but at the moment I want to keep it as simple as possible. Right now I have 4 reward level ranks. The first rank lets viewers see sneak peeks of future videos, access the extended Patreon only chat after the usual public chat, and their vote counts for 3 times more in Gaming Through the Ages. The $10 rank puts their name up in the donator panel on AstralPhaser, which gets reshown here, and they also get all of the previous rewards. The $15 rank gets them on the donator panel on OSFirstTimer videos, and also gives them access to a special download once a month. This month it was Histocommon at source code, while next month I'm thinking it might be the board game maker I coded plus its source code. The $20 rank allows supporters to choose an OSFirstTimer video idea every month, and it gets added to a list that's completed in order, and yeah, I'll mention that list soon. It's kinda getting out of control due to an unexpected amount of donators, so I'm definitely gonna have to do a lot more OSFirstTimer videos next month to get through the list. Making a post on Patreon is really easy and well set out. You choose between posting text, an image, a video, some audio, a link, or a poll, and you also get to choose which Patreons it gets sent out to, such as those donating $5 a month or more. Last month I told YouTube Millionaire viewers to guess how many Patreons I would get, so stick around till the end of the month to find out who the winner was and how much per month I'm getting from my supporters. Oh, and this only applies to viewers who commented before March 5th, to prevent last second guesses. Anyway, looking at the active channels on the channel tracker now, we first of all have AstralPhaser, which was the most active channel this month once again, with 11 new public videos and some other private early preview videos for the Patreons. At the start of the month I finally finished off my Let's Play Super Mario 64 series, which ended with Peach kissing Mario's low polygon tennis ball sized nose that completely lacks nostrils as a reward for saving her from Bowser. As you can see, Mario was totally not awkward and discreetly kept in his excitement rather than spinning around in a circle while saying "here we go." Next up this month, 3 AstralPhaser chats occurred, and we had a go with having the extended Patreon chat, which worked well, although often the chats went for over an hour and sometimes over an hour and a half unedited. I generally would prefer them to stay just under an hour though for editing purposes. So what happened during these chats? Well, we had a lot of interesting discussions and met a lot of interesting people. For example, Patreon supporter Jakey Pierce has plans to create human exoskeletons.
I have a plan to create an exoskeleton.
Wow, that's a very big plan. Like, I wouldn't even be able to do that, I don't think. Also, well, you can't expect me to condense 3 hours of conversation into 1 minute, so instead, listen to some funny clips from Chat 5. So at the top, we've got a kid from the UK. You can do an introduction or you can ask a question, so go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. Come back to me in a second if that's alright.
Okay, 1 second has passed. Now, a kid from the UK. You said 1 second? Well, anyway, we'll move on now to Travis NC. Are you here? No, I don't think so. Okay.
Travis isn't here at the moment. He's got to stay muted.
He got nuded? What?
No.
What? He got nuded? Nuded?
Yeah, he probably got nuded. Let's just not explain that.
Sorry, what was that?
That's just, wow. Viper racist.
LPG6.
What? Did you just say diaper raisers? That sounds awful.
No, Viper.
Good day and welcome back to whatever this is and whatever that is.
Sounded like he just drowned. Okay. We've got. We will move on to somebody who hasn't really said much yet because they're probably a little bit too shy. So, hello, Abby.
Hello, Philip.
Oh, sorry, Victor. Last night, Victor Tran and Abby were speaking in the chat room at after midnight. Are you sure you want me to continue?
Go ahead.
And they were talking, and basically, Abby was saying she was hungry, and Victor Tran was saying that she should sneak out of the house after midnight and go to Woolworths and get a packet of chips or something like that. And then we started talking about.
You saw that?
Yeah, I saw that. And
Okay then.
Well, it's on my own chat room, as if I'm not going to see something on my own chat room. And then, after that, we suggested the Victor Tran underpants, and every time we suggested the Victor Tran underpants, Abby was like, I want those, I'll buy heaps of them.
I just imagine that right now.
Well,
I saw Victor Tran underpants. I mean, not your underpants, Victor Tran. I saw someone posted some Victor Tran underpants for a second on the thing. But not your ones, like the...
Abby?
Yeah?
Were you trying to post the Victor Tran underwear?
Yeah.
There's a water shortage in Auckland going on right now.
Oh yeah? Why is there a water shortage? Have you been drinking up all the water again, have you?
No.
How long have we been for?
How long have we been here for? Well, I will need a calculator. I'm 22 years old right now, so I've been here for... I can't calculate the exact hours.
No.
What happened to dickweeds?
Oh no, not that again. Well, basically, Victor Tran wanted to get rid of the dickweeds, so he got a bunch of the underpants and he threw them out. At the end of one of the chats, Mr. Jed385 and Michael from Tower Tech Tutorials both wanted to do the outros, so that episode had 2 outros.
Please make sure to subscribe to all of Philip's channels. Make sure to donate on Patreon if you want to see more videos, and please vote for me as the best outro, and that was my outro.
Okay, now Mr. Jed.
Thank you for watching the AstralPhaser mini chat. Well, there will be another one soon. Please subscribe to all of Philip's channels and support him, by the way.
Thank you.
In future chats, Michael does most of the outros, because it kind of seems to be his thing now. Mr. Jed385 surprised everyone this month and donated $53.13 via fan funding, which brings him right up to the top of the scoreboard. And on that topic, fan funding is now discontinued as YouTube has removed the feature. So the fan funding scoreboard is now the PayPal donation scoreboard. All people currently on that scoreboard will stay, but to get on the scoreboard or add to your current donation, you'll need to go through PayPal instead. A link to donate to my PayPal can be found in the description of my latest AstralPhaser videos. Last of all on AstralPhaser, I started Phase 2 of Gaming Through the Ages. In this series, I start off in 1978 and play a PC game from each year until I reach modern times. I notice and talk about the evolution of graphics over time as I play the games, and at the end of each episode, viewers vote on what game to play next. In the first episode, I played Pirate Adventure from 1978, which was fully text-based and controlled via 2-word English. Visible items: open window, books in a bookcase. Can I climb out the window? Climb, window. Welcome to Never Never Land. I slipped and fell, I'm dead. What shall I do? Go heaven. Is that what you do when you die? Go heaven? I don't know how to spell heaven. I don't know what heaven is. Read the Bible then. Start again. I don't know how to start something. Well, let me give you advice on how to start something. You start it. In the second episode, I played Flight Simulator 1 on the Apple II, which was very hard to visualize and understand. So this almost looks like a road or a runway, and you can see the line on it. So if I try and center myself on this runway thing, let's try and throttle up a bunch, oh crud, and push the bottom of the plane up. Come on, raise up, raise the altitude. To help me look at the games with fresh eyes, I played the games as Jason, a teenager living in the 1970s who has a time-travelling friend from the future who brings him all these games to play. The Jason character is loved by some and hated by others, which just goes to show that you can't always make everyone happy. Anyway, moving away from AstralPhaser now, on the OSFirstTimer channel I made 2 videos, but really I should have made about 8. I got more people than expected joining the $20 Patreon rank, which means that I'm receiving way more suggestions than I can keep up with. I'll try to make more episodes next month to catch up on the constantly expanding list. The first video this month was suggested by Jakey Pierce, who gave Diana the task of trying to make a TI-99-4A speak using extended basic. The early 80s vocab was quite poor, and the voice made us laugh as it sounded like a demonic cookie monster. I am an F. Hello, I am an F. You. Next up, Mighty Eagle 73 got Diana to try out Windows RG and Windows DOORS, which are both parody operating systems. According to his orders though, I had to continuously lie throughout the episode, mostly blaming the high error frequency on experimental quantum hardware and viruses to hide the fact that these operating systems weren't real. Some of the on-the-spot explanations I made up sounded so illogical, but Diana didn't seem to notice.
Can I empty it?
You could try, but
Can't even. Well, why did it even ask me if I want to empty it if you can't even do it? And there's a sharing violation. I'm not going to share it with anybody. I just want to delete it. Seriously.
Well, that's the issue.
I'm not going to share it with the garbage man. Don't worry. There's no garbage man that physically comes and takes the stuff. Really?
That's the issue with quantum entanglement. Once something's been quantum entangled, it can't be untangled, unfortunately. Awesome.
Can I just say something? Pedosoft? Stalk chat? That actually doesn't really sound that appropriate or good. I mean, you've got an older person, a child. The word pedo.
The reason is basically because it was quantum computing. You know, after a gigabyte.
Am I the only one that sees that this just looks creepy stalk?
It looks creepy. Now, basically, just listen.
Chatting with a pedo
tell you,
who's stalking you?
No, that's not.
Really?
That's not what it actually is. Pedo is talking about petabytes.
Oh.
So petabytes after gigabytes. You've got terabytes, then you've got petabytes.
Just didn't look very good.
Yeah, so you've got petabytes, and basically Microsoft were actually at that name going to rename themselves Pedosoft because of the fact they were going quantum computing, which allows you to store petabytes of data.
Thank goodness they didn't go down that track.
So that was and Stalk Chat is they called it Stalk because of the fact that it's almost like an amazing new what do you call it?
I think of Stalker.
No, Stalk
Chatting
is,
with a
you know,
stalker.
like when babies are made, a stalk comes and drops off the baby. It's like this amazing thing. It's almost magical. So they called it the Stalk Chat. So the Pedosoft Stalk Chat. Moving on to how to quickly now, I once again only made 2 videos on it due to the other channels taking up so much of my time. The first video taught viewers how to prevent ghosting while rendering in Sony Vegas by disabling resampling on their videos. The second tutorial taught viewers how to quickly invert their screen colors, and it's only 19 seconds, which makes it officially the shortest video on how to quickly. Take a look. Ever wanted to invert your screen colors so you can read the entire history of the world in a dark room without getting eye strain? Well, simply hold the Windows key on your keyboard and press plus to open the magnifier. Then press Ctrl-Alt-I to invert the screen colors. You can do this as many times as you want while the magnifier is open. OSFT Historic VLogs was also quite neglected this month with only 2 new videos. The first video involved me meeting up with Mighty Eagle 73 for the purpose of recording a Let's Explore video on his channel as he's continuing the Let's Explore journey I discontinued last month. Okay, so Mighty Eagle 73 is walking along to the bus stop because he wants to catch a train now. I'm never gonna let that one go. And this video more than doubled his subscriber count. Next up, I uploaded the second day of the Tasmania trip in January, in which we visited an alpaca farm and briefly looked around Hobart. Moving on to ShiftOS now, Michael hosted 2 hangouts this month and gave some updates on what was happening with the game, including Beta 1.4, the Hackers update, that adds in some dead user accounts that you can hack.
We need to find our kernel password. We can do that using a special command to look at system logs. And if we run this command, we get a test pad that pops up. As you can see, it is a log of everything that's happened within the ShiftOS kernel.
The main focus this month, however, was Project Unite. The goal here is to merge the rarely used ShiftOS forum and the active Discord chat, as well as the ShiftOS website and more, all together. The long-term goal here is to have it all built into ShiftOS itself. Michael coded this from scratch using ASP.NET. Also, I wasn't the only one to open up a Patreon this month. Michael opened up a ShiftOS Patreon, which is currently earning $23 per month, and even the Random Melon, the guy that suggested I open up a Patreon, opened up one himself and is currently earning $20 a month. Next up, the channel you're watching right now, YouTube Millionaire, which got a surprise fake episode this month, taking advantage of the fact that episode 7 was actually due on April Fool's Day. I made jokes in this video relating to a lot of my channels going viral, ShiftOS making it onto Steam, a fan-funding scoreboard war that eventually got ridiculous, and of course the top song of 2017, the Victor Tran song.
Oh, I was just sitting down at my PC, reading all the comments on my videos. Then I saw Victor Tran, and I thought, OMG, he's got 2 white eyes and a smiling mouth. Oh, what will I do? I think I'd better run away before he kills me.
Nothing happened on Terrified Mum or What the Heck Just Happened. However, on the Clickbait channel, which I renamed Tabe Kilk, Clickbait backwards to prevent people being put off by the name before even clicking on the videos, I uploaded one new video. The experiment this time was to create a fake ultimate hypnosis video, which actually uses real legit hypnosis techniques while also recommending that listeners record themselves listening to this hypnosis, as they will see amazing things manifest around them. At the beginning I try to sound somewhat professional, but not too over the top. Hello and welcome. My name is Philip Adams, one of the youngest alternative metaphysical hypnotists in Sydney, Australia. You are about to listen to a highly powerful recording that will result in the ultimate spiritual awakening. This recording works with leading audio techniques, and thus it is vital for you to use stereo headphones or earbuds so that certain tones and sounds reach your right ear, while others enter your left ear. To trick people into thinking this wasn't a prank though, I had the jump scare in the middle of the video rather than at the end. 2. You can barely feel your physical body anymore. 1. The darkness around you lifts, and you are now relaxing on a beach, all by yourself now, laying in the sand and listening to the waves roll in and... Okay, I certainly hope you got your frightened and jumpy reaction on video, and I encouraged people to leave fake comments saying how this hypnosis really worked for them. I replied to these comments too, pretending that I actually know these people in real life and that there'll be another real life workshop soon. There were also some subtle jokes in the recording, such as when I advised the listeners to go to each planet in the solar system and absorb its energy. Move to Saturn, absorb its energy. Move to Uranus, absorb its energy. Yeah, the Uranus joke is real old school. A couple of people got their jump scare reactions on camera and posted them on YouTube, so take a look. I highly recommend
It worked.
Next up, a channel was revived from the dead by a fan. Can you guess which it was? No? Well, it was Let's Explore, which was actually only just put in the discontinued section last month. I made a video stating why the channel was revived, so let's take a look. With the idea to start filming myself walking around Manly Beach in Australia, while giving viewers choices on what direction to go next using the YouTube poll cards. We went on a decently long journey together, walking through various suburbs such as Manly Vale, Narrowena and Beacon Hill. We walked through various parks, streets and even a shopping mall. At one point we even stood up high at Governor Phillip Lookout to see the view of most of our journey. I definitely recommend you go check out my episode 1 to 10 compilation video if you want to see a summary of my journey. Anyway, this Let's Explore format I created, which involves a person walking in a direction for about 10 to 15 minutes without editing, while talking about their life and various surroundings, followed by the viewers picking the next direction for the following episode, has become somewhat popular. This channel alone got over 500 subscribers, and many other Let's Explore channels have popped up with similar concepts. Lance, who is making Let's Explore UK, has put a lot of effort into building a Let's Explore community, with the Let's Explore wiki and the Let's Explore Discord chat, so be sure to check those out. But recently I decided to discontinue my adventure and this channel. Due to the community Lance helped me build up though, me finishing my journey hasn't marked the end of Let's Explore. The concept and idea lives on in the hearts of the community who are working on their own Let's Explore channels. In fact, this Let's Explore channel right now is just about to be converted into a Let's Explore community hub channel, with challenges, potential meetups, clips and links to other Let's Explorers. Of course though, I forgot to mention the important fact that Mighty Eagle 73 was taking over the original Let's Explore series on his own channel. So yeah, sorry Mighty Eagle 73. So far, after my channel conversion video, a fan video was made by a kid from the UK to promote his channel and the other Let's Explore channels.
Let's Explore is not just based in the UK and Australia. It can be made by virtually anyone, anywhere, at any time.
And there were also 2 Let's Explore community chats, just like the AstralPhaser chats. However, these chats are live, although these live chats often have awkward funny starts because it's uncertain exactly when the stream actually has started.
Are we live? Are we live?
Here we go. Are we live?
Yeah, are we live?
Are we live? Blimey, lads.
We're live, we're live.
You can also hear how Lance tries to give everyone a chance to speak and follows the same introduction system the AstralPhaser chats use.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Let's Explore Community Chats. As usual, we'll go top to bottom. We'll start off with a kid from the UK.
The rest of the discontinued channels will continue to sit in their little box doing nothing much unless we get another surprise situation again or one of them reaches 10,000 subscribers. So before Patreon existed, donations were quite rare and ads weren't a sustainable source of income. This month, however, I opened up a Patreon to see if simple little rewards would encourage people to support my channel. Did it work? Yes, the Patreon experiment was a success, and to be honest, it's most likely going to save my YouTube career in the long run, so thank you so much, Random Melon. Anyway, time to see who guessed how many Patreons I would get. My guess was 10, but no, it was more than that. Random Pie Guy guessed 14, and Evan Darkfire guessed 18. So both of these guys were officially the closest. It was a tie. Good job guys, and thanks so much to the Patreons for your support. This is the last Patreon donation panel that appeared in one of my videos. You may notice that it says Mr. Jed 385 was the highest donator. Him and Mighty Eagle 73 were both battling it out for a while to be placed in the top, but in the end it looks like Mr. Jed 385 won. Or did he? Well, he almost did, but Mighty Eagle 73 made a final pledge of $33.33. So in the end, it's Mighty Eagle 73 that won this month's Patreon challenge to earn his spot in the Patreon Hall of Fame that I legitimately just announced right now. The highest donator each month will keep a permanent position in the Hall of Fame, shown near the end of each YouTube Millionaire video. But don't worry Mr. Jed, you have been a great support, thanks so much, and I'm sure nobody will ever beat you on the PayPal donation scoreboard. Anyway, it's now time to check out how many new subscribers, views and cash my channel's got this month. AstralPhaser's profit looks insane this month, but remember that that's thanks to Mr. Jed 385's huge donation via fan funding. OSFirstTimer gained over 3,000 subscribers this month. Keep it up at that rate and I'll be unboxing the silver play button in exactly a year from now. How to Quickly is continuing to grow at a steady decent pace for a small channel and earned more this month than it did last month. OSFT VLogs had its profit plummet this month, but with only 2 new videos, what did you expect? ShiftOS experienced slower growth and lower profit this month, but it's still growing with many happy fans and that's what counts. YouTube Millionaire reached the 1,000 subscriber milestone this month, and the 10,000 views milestone. Terrified Mum is still growing at a terrifyingly slow rate, and what the heck just happened? Nothing much. Clickbait failed to wheel in many fish this month, but it did wheel in enough for a soft serve cone at McDonald's. Let's Explore had a loss of 2 subscribers this month, but people dislike change in general, so after the channel switchover, that was to be expected. The discontinued channels unfortunately continue to float around in a puddle of virtual blood from bad bites. Anyway, in total for the month I've earned $405.10 in the Australian currency. That's enough to buy this second-hand 1994 Ford Laser from carsales.com.au with $5 left over. According to the seller, it's in great condition, runs well, and the price has already been dropped. Sounds like a good bargain. What could possibly go wrong here? I totally believe this car will last years and years without a single problem, especially since it comes from a suburb in Australia called Kumbeba that has man-made waterways that seem to be in the shape of evil symbols that possibly mean buy now, join us, trust us, in demon language. But since a trip from Sydney to the Gold Coast costs more than the $5.10 I have left over, I think I'll have to pass on this great deal. Now onto the Victor Tran challenge, which channel hopped to the winner Bearsaw this month. However, he moved the challenge onto his JFrag channel, in which he's been working on Let's Plays for Bully and Fallout New Vegas. Here's a snippet of his Victor Tran video to introduce the challenge to his channel.
What are you waiting for? Hurry up and comment down below before Victor Tran does, because you have a chance of winning this challenge. So hurry up, it's for the low price of free.
His subs jumped from 7 to 34 shortly after the challenge started, and overall a lot more people participated in the challenge this month, possibly due to Jay's high upload frequency. The winner of the challenge this month was It's Dekia, literally the guy who had the challenge on his channel the previous month. However, he has decided to let the person in second place win, so be sure to subscribe to Rasmus Ollie, who seems to be doing a lot of Mario and gaming based videos. Also note that people who come for the Victor Tran challenge can start enjoying your channel too and become a permanent subscriber. For example, It's Dekia only lost one subscriber when the challenge left his channel and kept the 50+ subscribers that joined because of the challenge. So remember, participating in the challenge is a great way to bring more viewers and subs to your channels. Even the famous Mighty Eagle 73 made a Victor Tran video, but he hasn't exactly won the challenge yet, but I'm sure he plans to one day. Anyway, this episode of YouTube Millionaire has now come to an end. Be sure to watch the next episode to see if I manage to get even more Patreons and catch up on the list of OSFirstTimer video requests. I'll see you next time on YouTube Millionaire.